I hope the sunlight's not going to be annoying on video, but it's winter. I want to enjoy every little bit of sunlight that I can get. So I'm filming here in the sunlight because it's just too nice not to enjoy it. Anyway, I thought we would start the year off with a just fun, light little video because on my Index app, which is what I use to keep track of what I wear, yes, I know I am a little bit nerdy and I like having my wardrobe digitally and track the things that I'm wearing, the outfits that I'm wearing. So on there, you get like a your style wrapped for the year. So for 2025. But I thought it would be fun to quickly discuss the items that I wore the most in 2025. 5 items. And am I surprised? Not really. However, I didn't expect all of them to be in here like at the start of this year. So yeah, this is it's interesting. Okay, number 5 on my list are my Be Flamboyant loafers. These are a newer purchase for me. I got these did I get them? In September. So I got these loafers in September and I have worn them 68 times since. So with 68 wears, they are on number 5 on my most worn list for 2025, which is pretty impressive. So in the 114 days that I've had them, I've worn them 68 times. That's more than half the time. So I do have 2 pairs of shoes on this list, which is not super surprising since I have a very small shoe collection and I'm actually actively wearing. So it's not very surprising to me that 2 pairs of shoes end up being on this list. It is surprising to me that my newest pair of shoes ended up being on this list. I do thoroughly enjoy the style of them, like the loafers. I love that. And they are just super easy to wear. They basically go with anything, work well with any of my clothing items. Neutral color, but still a little bit fun, a little bit chunky. They even work on more snowy days because they do have a very nice grit on the sole. And they're a barefoot shoe, which means that they are very comfortable. They were not very comfortable at the beginning. I'll be completely honest, they took a while for me to actually walk in. Did I get blisters? Yes and no. I haven't noticed blisters. However, my heels were bleeding at some point. So I think I just got blisters and basically wore through those blisters right away. So not the easiest to walk them in. However, now they are quite a comfortable shoe and I very much enjoy them. I would still love to try out the Veilgrounds loafers. Veilgrounds is probably my favorite barefoot brand. So yeah, that's for another time. Maybe I'll see if I can get a pair come spring. For now, it's not in my budget, but yeah. Okay, so loafers on number 5. Then let's move on to number 4, which are the jeans that I'm actually wearing right now. Not sure how well you can see them. Full disclosure, these were gifted to me by Mud Jeans, which is my favorite jeans brand. I have bought so many jeans from them over the years, but this specific pair was gifted to me and I have worn them a lot. 85 times to be precise in this last year. I want to say that for the most part, if I've been wearing jeans, these have been the jeans that I'm wearing. Like they go in the wash and right back on my body basically. When did I get these? Let's check. So I got them in March. So in the 294 days that I've had them, I've worn them 84 times. Yeah, impressive. Or 85 times. They are just super comfortable. I like the look of them. They are a wider jean, the widest jean that I own currently. And that just makes them so comfortable. Also, they are slightly loose in the waist, which may not be the most flattering necessarily, but it makes them so insanely comfortable. So I can just wear these for lounging around the house, but they're also very practical with my dog because I can wash them easily. They're jeans. So I'm not surprised that those made it in. Then on number 3, I have my Betty cardigan by Cezanne. Not this one. I'm wearing the purple one right now, but the blue one is on this list with 90 wears in 2025. That is, I want to say, about a quarter of the year. Wow. I want to say I am not surprised because I do wear that cardigan a lot. It's just so easy. It goes, again, with absolutely everything I own. But wearing it over a quarter of the year, that's pretty insane. I've been thinking about maybe at some point adding another Betty cardigan to my wardrobe. Like I said, I have two. I have this purple one and then the blue one, which both do get a fair amount of wear in my wardrobe. But then a third one, I don't know. I wear it so much that it feels like it makes sense. On the other hand, maybe I should just go for a completely different item with like a similar vibe to it. Maybe that would give me a few more like options. I don't know. But yeah, Betty cardigan, or specifically the blue one, 90 wears during this last year. Then on to number 2 on my list, which I am surprised by how much I've worn them. I'd say that. I'm not surprised that they're on the list. They are my brown Western boots, my Nakona boots. I love Western boots. I have loved them for years. I have worn Western boots for 10 years at this point. Yep. And that's not counting like the pair that I had as a kid. So, but I have a green pair, which I've had since 10 years, which is insane. For years, I wore them for the most part, like almost every day. Last few years, I haven't worn them as much, but I still have them. I still really do like them. But a couple of years back, I added a brown pair because I felt like that would be just nice and versatile. Also, I have a square toe, which makes them super comfortable. They are just so comfortable generally. Those Western boots, brown Western boots, I wore them 92 times. 92 times during the year. Wow. I mean, all of these pieces have very much been worth their money, but wow, I got those boots secondhand. That's also good to know. Like, I don't buy new leather pieces. I do buy leather secondhand. So they weren't too expensive to start with. And let's see, what's the cost per wear on those? That would be fun to see. So my cost per wear for those boots is 44 cents. That's good. That's good cost per wear. So generally, I try to get my cost per wear down to at least €1 or less. That, for me, that means that I've gotten my wear out of an item and like it's been worth the price tag that I paid for it, basically. I mean, obviously that's going to be different for everyone, like what you'd like. But for me, I like to get it down to at least €1 or less. 44 cents, that's good. That's very good. But the next one is even more insane. Number 1 on my list were a pair of elasticized waistbands. Flannel beige trousers by Uniqlo. I got them at the start of 2025. Let's see when exactly. I believe January. Yes, early January. I got those and I worn them 108 times. That is, I want to say, about a third of the year. I did not expect that when I got those. I'm going to be completely honest about that. That's insane. But they've ended up being just so insanely comfortable. I got these as like a pajama pant that I might be able to wear when teaching yin yoga classes as well. And they somehow wound up in my just regular rotation. Not just for teaching yin yoga or just pajama pants, which I don't actually wear pajama pants to sleep at night. I just more so pull them on early in the morning. So those 108 times do also include my early morning wear, even though I'm pretty sure I just missed quite a few days of tracking that, but that's okay. Then let's see what the actual cost per wear on those was, because those were not expensive to start with. Oh, actually, I bought them like on sale. The cost per wear is 16 cents. That is crazy. Is that the lowest I have on anything in my wardrobe? Let's check. Okay, so not counting the things that were gifted to me, basically, so where I didn't spend any money on them. Yes, those are the lowest cost per wear from the items in my wardrobe. That's insane. Like I said, I did not expect those to be worn as much as they were this year. So here's a few things like why I think those worked out so well for me. They are just a super neutral color, but still light. Because of their neutrality, they work with everything. And because of their lightness, I actually just enjoy wearing them because they just make any outfit feel a little bit lighter and brighter, and I like that. And a size waistband, which means they are so comfortable, which means Obviously, I'm wearing them like early in the morning, but also just when I'm lounging around the house. Those are the first trousers that I want to wear usually. And then the flannel makes them a little bit thicker, which is nice because you don't quite see my underwear through it, which is very nice, especially with a lighter color like that. So I don't have to think about what I'm wearing underneath them. And then also they're a little bit wider and the drape on them is just so nice. And I think that is one of the key points of why I've worn them so much. They don't feel as much like a pajama pant or just a lounge pant because they have such a nice drape, which makes them genuinely look nice in a lot of outfits. I'm not going to say that it looks formal by any means, but they can look pretty nice. They can be dressed up quite easily because of just the very nice drape, and the fabric almost looks like linen even though it's a flannel. So yeah, I think that is the main point why I've been wearing them as much as I have. But that was a good purchase for me. I'm kind of wanting to see if I can find like a summery version of them at some point, a lighter version, because I have actually worn them in summer, but they are quite warm to be wearing them in summer. So I'd like a lighter, maybe linen version, but who knows. Anyway, those are the 5 items that made it into my top 5 wears for 2025. I hope this was interesting to you. I sure enjoyed seeing this. Just it's a fun little nerdy thing, I guess. But yeah, let me know what your most worn item was for 2025. I would love to hear from you in the comments. So please let me know. And also let me know if that actually surprised you or not. I would love to hear from you. If you have any video requests or topic requests for this coming year, do let me know. Please help me out. Let me know what you actually want to see from me. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Maybe share it with a friend if you feel like they might enjoy it. Maybe subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more intentional living related videos. And I wish you a lovely rest of your day. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye!